My name is Dana Berkey and welcome to my YouTube channel. In case you are new here, I am a young adult fiction author, and today I just wanted to share with you guys what I've been watching on YouTube. And I know that sounds like kind of a weird subject or title, but I have been watching a series of videos, kind of a genre of YouTube, and I feel like there are other people out there that are interested in it, and I just want to find those humans. Plus, I think it's always really cool to expose people to new things, to new videos, to new genres of video, things like that. But basically, now that the cheer season is over, I have a lot more free time on my hands. Yes, I am still like really busy with work and getting ready for my reactathon and different things like that. But when I go to bed at night, I just have free time and I don't have anything that I'm watching. A lot of the TV shows that I watch are done for the season. And so I started just watching random videos, and all of those videos are about urban exploring. Now, if you guys don't know, urban exploring is where people go into urban or like developed areas and they explore. And it's not just like, look, we're in a neighborhood. It's generally, we're in an abandoned place. We're in a place that time has forgotten. And I just find that stuff really fascinating. I've always had a huge obsession and fascination, with the Chernobyl nuclear power plant meltdown. I actually wrote a book about it, a fiction book, historical fiction. So yeah, I just love the idea of abandoned places and of ghost towns. So places that were once like thriving or had stuff going on and then everyone moved on and that place is just like left in time. There's just lots of really cool ones out there, and I just love watching documentaries and different shows. But watching the actual urban exploring, it tends to be people going into a space and going room to room, building by building, checking things out. Sometimes we know about the person or the place, sometimes we don't. Most urban explorers, though, like they have very specific rules that they follow. Like they're not going to take anything. They're not there to try to like go treasure hunting, because a lot of times it is private property or property that's like somewhat owned by someone and they don't want to get in trouble like legally. So they won't take anything at all. I've seen ones where they found like bank records and they're not going to show you those on like YouTube or on TV. They're not trying to like ruin someone's life or expose something. And they generally won't say where they are. We might know what state they're in, or like kind of like, I know like one guy did like a bunch of videos all in Japan. So it's obviously like he went to Japan and filmed a bunch while he was there. But they're not going to be like, this is located at this address, go check it out, because they don't want those areas to be like bombarded, because a lot of times it is owned by someone and they might be planning to come back, and they don't want to have people just come stomping through and ruin stuff. So I thought it would be fun though for just this video really quick to let you guys know which channels I'm watching the most of. So if you guys are interested, you can check it out as well. And please, 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 if you're interested in this kind of video, comment in the comment section. Let's start a conversation. And quite honestly, I know that there are some ghost towns and abandoned places not super far from me. If you guys are interested in like videos like that coming from me, please let me know. I can't say for sure that I'll do them in the summer, but I definitely have plans to visit a couple, or like I would like to. I have in the past. Like I went to the what is it, the Kitsap nuclear power plant that was like shut down and abandoned. It's in Washington. Like I got to go to that. I think it was Kitsap. And I've gone to like some ghost towns while I was like out camping and stuff. But anyway, I just want to tell you the channels that I've been watching the most. I'm not going to include like a picture-in-picture just because so like when I tried that recently with some like cheer related content, some of it ended up copyrighted, and I don't want to like steal any kind of content from these people. I'll put all their links in the description though, so you can check them out. So yeah. The first one I've definitely been watching a lot of is Bright Sun Films, and they do more informative videos. So like I just watched one. It's called like The Glass Bank, and it's this building that was built in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and they talk about the plans for it, when it was built, who owned it, change of ownership, all this drama, blah, 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 eventually it being abandoned and then its destruction. And so we kind of saw it like start to finish. They've done a lot of other ones. Like there was one about like a floating McDonald's that was up in Vancouver for this like big like World's Fair kind of thing. I can't think of any more of them off the top of my head, but they did a bunch. They've done like a whole ton. They did this whole like abandoned series. Oh, they're the ones that did a bunch of ones about Disney. So there's a place called, I think it's called Discovery Island. It's at Disney. And when they built Animal Kingdom, they kind of just like left this place abandoned, and then it looked like they were maybe doing some kind of work on the island, but then with hurricanes and stuff, it got damaged. So it's just this like left place, and I just find it very fascinating. So they really give you more of the history. They're not necessarily, like they're showing pictures and videos, but they're not necessarily like exploring themselves. Next though is Dark Exploration, and they will go into those places and they will explore them. And they've just done a lot of really cool ones that I've watched. I probably have been watching watching them and Bright Sun Films the longest. And again, it's been like a handful of months, not like years and years, but I've been interested in abandoned places for years and years. But so yeah, Dark Exploration, really good, just really goes in and like sees a bunch of stuff, and like they'll look around. They go to, I've seen a bunch of them that they went up to like in Canada. There was one like old house where this guy had like recordings of like people talking. So like he would like set a recorder, like a tape recorder in his room or like in his house, and just record when people came by and like them chatting, and it was very, very strange. Next was Exploring with Josh. I actually just found his channel like a day or two ago, but he does a lot of really, really cool ones. He's done a couple of like mansions and hotels. He's just did like banks, so like going inside these super old bank vaults, one of which was like flooded. I want to know where that is, where there's just like literally a flooded bank. So strange. And again, he's not like saying where these places are, so you like don't know. But the one that I watched last night that like really made me want to make this video is he did this whole exploration video going to Japan, and he went to, what was it called? Dreamland, which was like their version of Disneyland before they opened like a Tokyo Disney. And it was just so cool to see like what this amusement park looked like, and like seeing pictures and maps of like what it was then to how it is now. And it's just like really cool, and it has this like super iconic roller coaster that people always take pictures of, and there's apparently like a ball pit somewhere. And so there's like this whole thing, I guess, where people that go to Japan to visit this place, they get a ball and they sign their name on it and they bring it back and leave it at the youth hostel that most people stay at. So I thought that was really cool too. But so yeah, Exploring with Josh just does really cool content, really like him. MyTube, so MyTube, they've done a bunch of cool ones that I've watched. My favorite probably being they went into, what was it? I'm pretty sure they're the ones that did the abandoned Big Brother house. It was like an Australian Big Brother house. And so, yeah, they've had a couple of really cool ones. And then the last one that is like on my list, and again, like there are definitely lots more, but these are just the one that I've recently been watching, is Steve Ronan. And I don't love his content quite as much. The way he like sets up his videos and sometimes like the way he explores isn't my favorite compared to some of the others, but he has gone to some really cool places. I just watched one about like a abandoned Japanese hotel, this like super massive like old like school mansion place, like just some really cool ones. And he's actually one where he found a safe. They found a locked safe with instructions on how to open it. And when they opened it, there was like jewels inside and passports and gold and just all this stuff. And like it said in his description, like they were able to get in touch with the owners and they came and got that stuff. And so like because they made the video and they like brought it to people's attention, it actually led to these people getting their valuables, which was really cool. So yeah, like I said though, there's definitely like lots of other people out there. I'm sure there's other videos I've watched. In fact, there's this whole series of videos about a shark named Rosie from Australia, and these people were doing explorations there, and they found Rosie in this tank of like formaldehyde, and they ended up, because of their videos, got Rosie moved to a new habitat, a new place, and it is this like old petrified great white shark. But those videos were really what made me find the dark exploration and the urban exploring videos, and I've been just super, super into them. I think the going to like amusement parks is kind of my favorite. Like I've seen ones about Geauga Lake, which I grew up going to in Ohio. And so yeah, just lots of really, really cool ones. And I just find these places so fascinating when they're like stuck in time, like trapped in time, like from the past, all this. And sometimes we know stuff about them and sometimes we don't. And sometimes based on what they find, you can kind of figure it out. Or like there was one, I think it was one that Dark Exploration did of like an abandoned little girl's house. And like they kind of said it, people were commenting they had figured out what story it was. Basically, this like family had a bunch of dogs that they were mistreating. And so they got like kicked out of their house. Like I think they went to jail. Their daughter like ended up going to live with a relative or like foster care or whatever. But so like the house was literally just like frozen in time, and like all the little girl's stuff was still there. And it's just been really cool to watch them, and I really find them fascinating. So yeah, again, those are just the ones that I have recently been watching, and I'll just like pop one on and watch it for a little bit. And sometimes I like fast forward through if I'm like, okay, no, I want to find out this like cool thing that they mentioned or that like they showed a clip of. And sometimes I watch through the whole thing and I'm just super fascinated. Some of them are newer, some of them are really old. Like it's just really cool, and I absolutely love it. And it makes me want to go do urban exploring, not necessarily to like make my YouTube channel about that by any means, but when it's not cheer season, that might be something kind of fun to do. Or at the very least, I'll definitely like try to add it in when I'm going geocaching or something over the summer. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys what I've been watching on YouTube. It's super random, but since I don't have as much cheer to watch right now, and like a lot of the shows that I watch on TV have ended. It gives me something to watch. And I don't know about you guys, but like I'll find something on YouTube and I'll just like watch a ton of it. Like I'll go through a weekend where I watch like 50 makeup tutorials, or I'll watch like a whole bunch of like how it's made videos, or sometimes I'll turn on TV and I'll watch like 7 hours of like, they have like that show Bar Rescue, or like, and like Restaurant Rescue and stuff. I'll just watch things like that. And so this is like the new thing that I found. And because there's so many channels and there's so many abandoned places throughout the world, it's really cool to see them go to all these different places, and they'll do drone flyover shots. They'll get to go through a lot of them. We don't always know a lot about them, but it's always like really cool to see them. And it honestly makes me want to start Google searching abandoned places around me and start checking them out. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in that. In fact, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment below if you're interested in me maybe doing a little bit of urban exploring. Who knows? I might do a video about it just to kind of see how you guys feel, or not. It might not happen. It's a real possibility. But let me know if urban exploring in general is something that you're interested in, like watching. I would love to chat with people about it. I went to the Upfront Theater, which is a comedy theater in my town, and Tabitha was there last week, and she brought one of her friends, and him and I were both like, oh my gosh, urban exploring. And it was really cool because we both like connected about that and like became instant friends because we both watched this. So let me know if you guys watch it as well. Finally though, make sure you're subscribed to my channel with notifications on. I promise the reactathon is coming soon. I have reopened the submissions until Friday, so my plan is to start filming over the weekend to post the first videos on Monday. So stay tuned for that. This week I've kind of just been posting some fun content all around, but I will be getting back into more cheer focused content, at least a little bit, as we head into summer with Big Brother starting. And I would be like, I know it's not cheer season, but I will have cheer content throughout the summer, so stay tuned. But for now, I hope I've inspired you guys to check out some new videos on YouTube. Some of them can be a little bit scary. I should give that warning. Some of them can be just a little bit like shocking, surprising. Some of the stuff that they find maybe isn't good to watch at night or for younger viewers. So just keep that in mind. And some of them, obviously, like, these aren't YouTube channels that are geared at children, so some of them might have swearing. Most of them haven't, thankfully, like, because I don't need to listen to someone just swearing all the time anyway. But yeah, just want to put out that warning as well. But I'll put the links to all the things, all of their channels in the description, so you guys can check them out. And again, please let me know if you're interested in this stuff, because I find it so fascinating. So fascinating. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.